Let's quickly look at some examples using delete and truncate. So I'm going to go into SQL Developer, I'm going to rub this out, go back up to the top. What do we have? I'm going to delete everything from the category table where the category ID is equal to the highest category. So let's do this, select star from, just to show you what I'm doing, order by category ID. I could have used one because I know it's the first column, but I won't to avoid confusion. And here we go. Let's look at the highest category. We have 301 in this case. Let's select maximum, run the play button, and we have 301. So now let's run this delete command, and it says one row deleted. These are changes from the previous movies. I could actually dump the script output to make it a little clearer. Let's run this again, and let's find out if 301 is still in there. We go down to the end, find the max. Nope, it's no longer there. So, what happens? Delete from category where category ID equals minimum. This tells me referential integrity will be at work. Why? Because the shows table contains the minimum value, which happens to be, the minimum category ID is actually 1. Do we have any data on the shows table for category ID 1, category ID 12, and what the best thing to do would be to actually sort it by the category ID. You see I'm doing this in SQL Developer, and it says category ID 3. Oh no, well, I missed something there. What I did miss actually is telling me that I'm looking at music concerts, and in the same table I'm going to find a parent ID of 1. It's telling me I cannot delete this row because there are related rows in the same table in the parent ID column. That is referential integrity at work, blocking this transaction, the delete command. Dependencies exist. First, delete the parent, disable the constraint, so on and so forth. So this will give me the same result there, unless I actually start changing things. So here I can actually delete many rows from a table. How many rows are in my supporting act table? Let's go to here and let's check the data. Lots of rows. So let's delete all the rows in there, and I'm going to shut this down here, and I'm going to look at the supporting act table, and I'm going to look at the data, and there's no rows in there, which is interesting. Now I don't want to do that because I want to keep my data. So I'm going to run the rollback command. I'm going to go back to here again. I'm going to open this table again, and I'm going to find that I have all my data back. I should certainly hope so anyway. Truncate. I don't want to delete any of my data with the truncate command because I cannot get it back again. So I'm going to create a copy of my supporting act table, assuming I don't have a temp table ready. Let's try and run this command, and it's going to give me an error. The name is already in use by an existing object. I created a temp table in a previous movie. Let's go and drop this temp table, and it won't allow me to drop it from here. Yes, it will. Table drop. I could manually use a command. Table temp has been dropped. Click OK again. I'm just trying to go through SQL Developer as well. Oops, I don't want to kill that session. Temp has actually disappeared from this list. I don't have to update it. So now I can run this command and it will create the table. Right? It's created all the data from supporting act in the temp table. So let's go and look here. Refresh, and it gives me the temp table. What's in temp? It's got a copy of all the data in the supporting act table. So what happens if I truncate the supporting act table? Well, when I go back to supporting act, it will contain no data whatsoever. On the data column there, no data, no rows. It's protesting because I'm hitting the wrong button at the same time. Now I'm going to try selecting from supporting act, much the same as doing that. And I'm going to put the supporting act data back because I've decided I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to use an insert statement to pull it from the temp table. And I'm going to select the supporting act table. I'm going to find all the data. I haven't committed yet. If I roll back at this stage, the supporting act data that I've just added from temp would disappear. However, this is a DDL command, much like the truncate command. It executes an inherit commit command. So if I drop the temp table, it will automatically commit the supporting act data. I can verify that in a minute. So here's the supporting act table. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all this to make sure I put any changes into my script. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to abort this connection. Not going to save any of the changes, no rollbacks, no commits. I want to prove that it's automated. So let's get back out to here. Let's even disconnect. And let's go back to here, tables, supporting act, and I hope my data is still there. Yes, it is. That's delete and truncate in action.